Had to deprioritize videos a little bit because the timeline got moved up pretty quickly for launch day, and that is today. So I'll have a few things to do in here while we wait for the weather to ease a little bit, and I can show a little bit of what we've been able to do in the meantime. I hated how hard you had to pull on these little rings and make this really uncomfortable situation with your finger. I always felt like if I fell or moved, or the boat moved, just break the finger or dislocate it or something. So it felt like a simple enough solution. Melted around the end so it doesn't pull through. Stays out of the way. It's simple. It's nothing irreversible. It seems pretty good to me. A nice rainy day. Let's take what we can get. Got the builds cleaned out a little bit so I can make sure I know whether something's coming in when it goes in the water this week. And then I was able to empty out the old gas. It's about 2 years old. The dirt was already there, so I'm not sure if it's too old, but gotta keep this closed up. And then I found a little bit of a weak point in the floor here. I noticed that this had come, whatever is going on here, this has become disattached. So I need to secure the floorboard here to this crossbeam. Some softness in it. All workable though. The rainstorm does give a chance for a little leak evaluation. I am proud to say that the window I put in is doing great. These ones on the sides are good. There's a break here with some water dripping down, but I only see it from that one spot. Thankfully it's just in the center light, which is much easier to work with than the actual seal against the hull. So in replacing the zinc here, it's a really narrow gap. You can see the bolts aren't symmetric. It's because the previous guy had to cut an already very low profile one down. So I couldn't find one that's similarly low profile, but have been given a timeline that the boat has to go in this week. So just finished the very long process of using a hacksaw to go straight through a block of aluminum. So it's going to require a little bit more narrowing. Hopefully that's not another full cut, but we're almost there. Almost ready to get this back on. So we'll be going back in within an hour or so. But like here I put in some new epoxy down where there was some cracking. A few new coats of bottom paint. Unfortunately they did not have red. So we're gonna have to work with that. Be happy with that. And then a few spots here as well. I ended up having to shake the center board loose and yank it down, which I'm glad that I checked that it moved, because that never would have been possible if I had waited until it was in the water without swimming down there. So it's not seized, it is moving now. And we're heading back in. After a year and a half on the hard, it started up like a dream. First attempt only took a few seconds. It's got a great look to it. In about a week, we will be taking it from here in Annapolis back up to Baltimore. A few more jobs and just waiting for some help to come for the first trip.